Whoo! So it is a hot one here in Georgia. Probably much like the rest of the country, we are in the upper 90s and it is humid and hot and just uncomfortable. And I can't wait till I get the AC installed in this cargo trailer so that I can work inside of it with some AC instead of just sitting there sweating my ass off. So uh, today I'm doing the pedestal for where the AC is going to sit on top of. Let's just cut right into the video and I'll explain what I'm doing as we go along. So just to give you an idea of where we're at, what we're doing, this is the pedestal here. So looking at the trailer here in the V-nose, this is where the AC is going to sit. We got the exhaust, which is coming out the front of the trailer, and then the intake, which will be right here on the side. So this is what I'm building, the pedestal for the AC to sit on top of. And then, of course, the shelf on the top, which is just part of the box. So here we are looking to the V-nose of the trailer. This actually worked out well for the design I had in mind because I was going to be able to pull in air from the side and exhaust through the front. So what I did was install some 1/2-inch plywood from the floor up to the ceiling, use some L brackets in order to anchor it in place, and then built this pedestal out of 2x2s. Sort of like a table, and then I anchored the bottom pieces into the floor. So on top of the pedestal, I'm just using another 1/2-inch piece of plywood, which will basically act as the base or the top of the pedestal, the shelf, whatever you want to call it. And this is going to be where the actual AC is going to sit on top of. So once it's cut and everything is measured and installed, that'll actually be screwed down to the top. And then I'll be using the bottom side here for just storage. So I'll wind up putting a door over the top of that. My design allowed for about 3 inches of space around the AC, so when it's drawing in from the outside, it's got plenty of open space in order to draw the volume of air across, which should be fine. It should be able to breathe pretty well. And there is going to be a shelf over the top of it, of course, to box in the actual AC itself. And there will be a divider between the exhaust and the intake. I had to cut a slot in order to get the power cord down. Once the face is installed, I'll stuff some foam up under there in order to close that off a little bit more. The back side here is basically just a divider. It's going to sit on the back side of the AC, kind of saddled over the top of it. And this is just to block off the exhaust, between the exhaust and the intake on the side so that they're not mixing. And once everything is installed, this is basically what you're going to get. It'll be a 2-part box or 2-piece box. Front there in order to bring the air over the coils, and then it'll exhaust out the back of the unit towards the front of the trailer. So let's get into it. Start cutting.